Hi, I'm Andy and I'm back with a very film video. Hi, also welcome back or welcome if you're new. Hello, very nice to meet you. So I asked in my close friend stories for people to give me like video ideas, and like two of them answered that they wanted a favorite movies video. So I have to deliver. I'm going to start with my all-time favorite movie, that's This Is Where I Leave You by director Sean Levi, I'm dumb. And I love this movie because it has such a different plot from anything that I have ever seen. And it has Tina Fey and Adam Driver. This movie is centered around, I don't remember his name. Why don't Jod? I think it's Jod, who is getting a divorce, and his dad also died recently, so all of his family, like all of his brothers and sisters are traveling home to Sid Shiva. That's like a Jewish tradition where you like mourn someone's death for like 7 days. I'm an only child, so I love any movie that's about like siblings, like a good sibling movie. I love it. I love it because I don't have siblings, so I love to live vicariously through these movies. So I really like when I get to see like the sibling relationship and how unconditional their love is, even when they're like hating each other. So I don't know, if you have siblings, you will probably like it. So my second favorite movie, it's The Shape of Water, directed by Guillermo del Toro. Yes, we love that hoe up in this bitch. I don't know if he's problematic actually. I should probably not say I like him because I don't know if he's problematic. So it's about a deaf and mute woman that works as a cleaning lady for this like laboratories type of place, and they bring in a like fishman creature. I don't know how to, I think that's like the most accurate description. And they basically fall in love, and it's this whole huge weird deal, but I love it. I love how weird it is, and I love it for too many reasons, because it has such a beautiful color palette. Like it's mostly blue and green, but like really vivid blues and greens, not like muted sad colors. Like I don't know, they make it work somehow. And the second reason, it's because it has an Alexander Desplat soundtrack, and I love that. I love a beautiful soundtrack. My other favorite movie is Assassination Nation. That's really weird for me to say that's my favorite movie because it's sort of like suspense. I don't know, I get scared really easily, so I might as well be a thriller for me, but I know it's not. It's just action and suspense. And it's directed by Sam Levinson, the same guy that directs Euphoria, so you know the vibes, the aesthetic is immaculate, like beautiful. And it has Suki Waterhouse. Like what else do you need? You have Suki Waterhouse being beautiful, being a beautiful woman. I love her. It's basically about these 4 girls that are being like blamed for this whole leaking situation that's going around town, that like some weird hacker is just leaking everyone's like messages and personal info and pictures, it's like everything. So people are like going crazy about it because obviously everyone has like their fucking secrets. But suddenly they decide to blame these 4 girls, even though they have like nothing to do and no one knows really who it was. But they just like try to find a way to blame the 4 girls. So the entire town wants to kill them. And it's really cool. My other favorite movie is Jojo Rabbit, directed by Taika Waititi. I didn't expect to like this movie as much as I did, because they tell you what it is about and you're like, well, that sounds really problematic. Like a little Nazi boy whose imaginary friend's Hitler. Like, that sounds really fucking problematic. But he was just so fucking sweet and funny. And like, I even cried. And I was not expecting to cry. I was just like, this is a funny movie. Like, that's it. Like, it's just going to be a comedy. It ended up being like much more than that. That's a whole different thing. But it was funny and it was emotional and it was cute and the cinematography, it was beautiful. Now, another of my favorite movies, it's The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, or by Steve Zissou. Wow, definitely my favorite movie, huh? Poser. So my fourth favorite movie, it's The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, directed by my king, my god, Wes Anderson. I love Wes Anderson. I'm so far up that man's butthole. I love it. It's about Steve Zissou, a famous oceanographer slash documentarist that loses his best friend in one of the expeditions because a jaguar shark eats him. So Steve Zissou wants to like kill the jaguar shark because of that, and he's going in another expedition with that purpose in mind, and because he also wants sort of like to redeem himself because his past documentaries have been like really bad. It's really different, and you know, we have the beautiful Wes Anderson directing it, so you know, the aesthetic, the vibes are immaculate. So my fifth favorite movie is Little Women. I know I want to rewatch it, but I feel like it's such a sacred, holy piece of a movie that I just can't like rewatch it whenever I want. Like, it has to be a really special occasion. By the way, I'm talking about Greta Gerwig's version. I actually wanted to watch it because of her, but I wasn't expecting much. Like something different, like very different from the other versions, like the Winona Ryder one. But it was beautiful. Like, I don't know, it was just crafted in a different order than the other ones, so that was different, and it showed you so many parallels, and that was really cool too. Okay, so my next favorite movie is Troop Zero. Troop Zero, it's so fucking cute. It's about this little girl that her mom recently passed away, and she's like obsessed with stars and space, and her dad told her like, your mom turned into a star. So she always like goes outside and talks to the night sky because she wants like to get her to talk to her mom. And then there's like the NASA comes in and they're like, oh yes, we're going to let one of the Girl Scouts like record a message that we're going to send in a capsule to space. So she's like, I need to be a Girl Scout because I need to send this message to my mom. But she's like she's such a misfit, and she definitely does not fit in with what they expect a Girl Scout to be. So she ends up like creating her own troop, that's Troop Zero, and it's, I don't know, I love it. It's so cute, and they sing David Bowie, like little kids singing David Bowie. I love that. It's so cute. It's such a funny and cute movie. It made me cry like so hard. Like by the end, I was just like a sobbing mess, but it was beautiful. Wow, I love that movie. Okay, so my next favorite movie, it's Paper Towns. Yeah, Paper Towns will forever be my favorite and the best coming of age movie. Fight me about it, I don't care. It's facts, straight facts. I love Paper Town because it's centered around, like the movie, not the book, the movie, it's centered around friendship and like the value of friendship, and I love that. Okay, so Paper Towns, it's about this boy, Q, that has always had a crush on Margot Roth Spiegelman. And Margot has this tendency to disappear like for periods of time and then come back with crazy stories because she's a cool, not like other girls type of bitch. And so she disappears, and she always leaves little hints about where she's going to or where she is. So Q thinks this time she's leaving all of these hints for him to find her. So it's basically about that, but in the end, I don't know if this is a spoiler, but in the end, friendship matters the most. I'm already in college, so I probably shouldn't be so obsessed with like coming of age high school movies, but they're the fucking best. So another of my favorite movies is The Road Within with Dev Patel and Robert Sheehan and Zoe Kravitz. Like, what a fucking cast. And it's basically about this like 3 kids that are in like a mental hospital, mental ward, I don't know what to call it, where they're supposed to get like help to like manage their illnesses, their problems. So one of them has recently lost her mom and he wants to go spread her ashes at like some beach that they always went to. So the 3 of them go in a road trip to that place, but you know, like everyone has their like problems, so it makes a very interesting dynamic. And the last movie that I think it's my favorite, like really favorite, it's About Time. It makes me cry so much, but I love it. About Time, it's about this boy that can like go back in time and to a specific moment he lived, and he wants to use that talent, power, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, to find love. Like that's his purpose, like that's what he wants to do with it. So basically it's about how he falls in love with this girl but sort of mess up the times there, and like it's an ordeal to get to fall in love with her, but it's really interesting to watch. And then I don't know, I don't want to give away more of that. And he's also like such a family person, so a lot of his family issues are touched upon and more family stuff happens like in the middle of it, and you cry a lot, but it's really good and it talks a lot about growth and like change and falling in love, like being able to control your life and like being grateful for every day, even though like not every day is going to be a good day. And I really liked it. Like it's not, I feel like it's not cheesy, like it's not a corny like, oh yes, every day won't be a good day but you can make it one. Like they managed to communicate that to you but without being cheesy or corny, so I really like that. And now to some honorable mentions. I really liked Marriage Story, I really liked Oz, Moonrise Kingdom, definitely. I really liked Emma, the one that came out this year. I like One Day, Mistress America, Frances Ha, 2 Greta Gerwigs there. Ooh yes, honorable mention of animated movies, Coraline. Coraline will forever be my favorite animated movie, but Isle of Dogs is a solid one too. And I Just Lost My Body, the on Netflix French one, it's so good. Now I'm going to have lunch, but I think those are all of the movies that I would 100% recommend watching. Like, beautiful work. So yeah, feel free to comment on your favorite movies or movies that you think everyone should watch. Also, Donnie Darko. Donnie Darko is a really good movie. I don't think, like, you cannot die without watching Donnie Darko. It's just facts. Just facts, you know? But yeah, so that's all. Hope you like this video. I hope I make sense. Like, I start rambling a lot, but I tried my best. Bye! Thank you for watching. You can like this video, it's free.